Cinema Gold Show. I'm your host, Larry Leese. Today, we dive into 6 unrealistic things that happen in action movies. First, we'd like to thank our sponsor, Pondex, for sponsoring this episode. And today marks the final secret word. Today's secret word is Hollywood. If you've been paying attention, you had the chance to win a pair of Raycon earbuds by collecting all 6 secret word, and the final word today is Hollywood. Get that list into me at larry@cinema-gold.com. Be the first one, and you could win a pair of Raycon earbuds. We'll leave it open for a week so people have a chance to try to come up with the whole list. We thank you for playing. Now let's get into today's topic. 6 unrealistic things that happen in action movies. We know that action movies, like all other fictional works of art, are supposed to be a dramatized version of reality. They're not meant to be real. What would be the point of watching a movie that just mimics reality as it is? Action movies get many things wrong, though most of us don't really think about the inaccuracies because they're movies. It's a problem, however, when the myths perpetuated by these movies cause problems in real life, say, during times of disaster. People still respond to emergency medical situations based on what they saw in a movie once, which is almost certainly to be wrong, as action movie writers are hardly qualified to accurately portray emergency medical procedures. So at number 6, cars are fragile. If you've only seen cars in action movies, you'd think they're terribly fragile machines. One shot and they explode. Cars seem to blow up at the slightest provocation, like collisions with other cars, falling off a cliff, even gunshots to their fully reinforced metal exterior, which is how most people assume cars are in real life. As it happens, cars are one of the most battle-tested machines you can own. They've got to go through multiple strength tests before they can enter the market. It's quite difficult to make one blow up, even if you tried. In fact, Mythbusters have proven multiple times that it's damn near impossible to blow up a car, even with serious explosives. Number 5. Gunshots are a certain death sentence. Most people don't know anything about how guns or gunshots work, as most people don't live in action or active war zones, I should say. That doesn't mean that it shouldn't be common knowledge, however, as you never know when that information could come in handy. Whatever you know about guns likely comes from the movies, and while some movies do make a genuine effort to portray guns realistically and responsibly, most of them don't. Guns in movies are usually instant killing machines, knocking you off your feet and immediately rendering you dead. As you can guess, gunshot wounds in real life aren't like that at all. They're often perfectly treatable, and just require some care to even completely heal in a short time. Just ask a veteran. And number 4, burn that wound. In the movies, fixing a serious open wound is usually only a matter of burning and sealing it up in some way, like with red-hot iron rods. Movie characters do it as an instinctive reaction, as if it's obvious that burning an already damaged part of the body isn't just a good idea, but would almost immediately fix you and get you back into the fight. However, cauterization is actually a legitimate technique to apply on wounds to temporarily close them up and prevent blood loss, as surgeons still regularly use it during complex medical procedures. It's not meant as a DIY first aid method to be used in the case of emergencies. Burning any wound just adds another wound on top of the previous one, causing even more agony for the patient that's just not required. More importantly, burn wounds can get infected faster than any other type of wound, which can turn into an even bigger problem without prompt medical attention. Before we get to number 3, or final 3, we'd like to mention our sponsor, Audible. You can check Audible today, home of over hundreds of thousands of audiobooks from all genres. You can get a free trial, 30-day free trial at audibletrial.com/Larry21. And when you sign up, you get a free audiobook, and you can keep that audiobook free of charge. Right now, I'm listening to I'll Be Gone in the Dark, one woman's obsessive search for the Golden State Killer. It's actually a good book and condensed at only 10 hours. Check it out today. It's another great true crime story. Check out audibletrial.com/Larry21 for your free 30-day trial and free audiobook of your choice. Now let's get into number 3, pulling a grenade pin with your teeth. Grenades are perhaps the most misunderstood weapon in movies after guns, especially in movies dealing with war in some way. If they're to be believed, grenades are either large, earth-shattering explosives or tiny disturbances that may as well be ignored. In reality, however, they work more like an area of effect weapon meant to temporarily incapacitate anyone in a small radius with pieces of shrapnel. Moreover, it's also ridiculously difficult, almost impossible, to pull a grenade pin out with your teeth, as movie soldiers often do. While it depends on the model, the pins of most grenades used in modern warfare aren't really meant to be that easy to pull out, or you just end up accidentally blowing yourself up. For example, you need about 3 to 5 kilograms of force to remove the pin of an American M67 grenade, which could easily damage your teeth if you tried that. Number 2, throwing knives. Throwing knives make for some impressive scenes in action movies, especially if you're John Wick, making you wonder why no one uses it in real combat situations at all. While they look and sound cool as a concept, there's a reason throwing knives are still not as popular on the battlefield as you'd think. It's ridiculously difficult to throw knives, especially in high-pressure situations when you need it the most. In the movies, characters often get out of sticky situations by throwing a knife and perfectly hitting their target, even if it's next to impossible for even experienced throwers to reliably make that shot during a tense, high-speed fight. Moreover, a knife spinning in the air just doesn't have the velocity or impact necessary to make a serious wound, let alone stab someone. There's also the whole question of whether it's a good idea to throw your weapon away at all, just on the off chance that it might hit a crucial artery and stop them in their tracks. And number 1, the Landmine Click. Often in war movies, you'd see a group of soldiers in a hostile area all alert when suddenly there's a click. Everyone hears it, turns around to look at their mate, who seems to have stepped on a landmine. It's assumed that as long as he keeps his foot on the mine, he's safe. Because apparently, mines are the kind of weapons that don't kill you if you react fast enough, even giving you as much time as you want to defuse them. While it makes for tense wartime scenes, landmines in real life don't work like that at all. They're meant to be dangerous weapons deployed in asymmetric guerrilla warfare to demoralize and incapacitate the enemy. It's ridiculous to expect them to give you a convenient warning when you step on them, and if one did, it'd probably be considered a huge design flaw. While most landmines are improvised and unpredictable, even the most forgiving ones would give you mere seconds to escape, as they're inherently designed to detonate as quickly as possible. Let us know your thoughts on this topic that we just covered. Are there others that we should have included and missed? Let us know. What do you think is the most unrealistic thing that has happened in action movies? Let us know in the comments section below. As always, give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Help us reach 1,000 subscribers by my birthday on April 8th. With your help, we can reach that goal. And if you want to watch more videos, hit the video right up here. Or if you want to see more of our Let's Talk series, the playlist is right up here.